gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolute tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here
now. Loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
1st and 10, it's Levis. On the slant, Burks. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 50. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 2nd down, here's Levis. Side going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chig Okonkwo. A A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Levis to throw off play action.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
Stiff-armed it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Play action, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Monarchs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st and 10, here's Levis. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw, it's Levis. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Levis back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Open man is Duvernay.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And Levis going back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now Levis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Levis. That is caught.
Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Levis looking to throw. Pass taken in.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Going right back to Akers.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Monarchs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On first down, Levis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Osborne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. To throw, Cousins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph now to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Levis.
he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Levis to throw once more. A shot downfield for Burks. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 45. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it... attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all